What's up, fight fans? This is Chris, Combat Loop here. We are with my friend, and good personal friends with that it is. We've done a couple cool things together. Now we're putting together this little show together. Nice Knuckles, what's up, dude? How you doing?
Good, brother. How are you? Thank you for having me, man.
Busy, crazy day all the time. I'm always doing something, but I've been wanting to get with you, dude. We got a lot of similar tastes, in the fight game and throwing fist fights, so it's fun.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hell yeah. What a spectacle yesterday was. BKFC 83 coming straight out of Italy, Rome. Uh Absolute spectacle, man. I loved it. I clipped the piece together. It was like a movie scene. The whole event was incredible. What did you think about it?
Dude, I actually really enjoyed it. I actually liked the main event. I thought the main event could have been a little bit better, but I still liked the main event. The Bonner fight, I thought actually Bonner won that fight because he didn't come out with the damage. But I understand. I understand the pressure. I get it. It's not like I don't understand it. I wanted to see. I thought Bonner came out unscathed, kind of, and didn't get touched. You can say whatever you want for forward pressure, but as a whole, that card was really kind of stacked up, and I really enjoyed watching that card. I thought the energy the whole week was magnificent. We had a lot of stars around getting to watch the fights. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. Overall, I thought it was a really really good card. I like seeing the international stuff, man. Like today, I talked to Jawbreaker today, and I'm talking to guys that are all over the place and getting to talk to people in Ireland and getting to talk to people. But it's becoming a spectacle everywhere. So I enjoy it. What do you think about the expansion to what BKFC is doing, going everywhere?
Man, I love it. I love it. They're really taking over the world, like you said. And shout outs to Johnny Jawbreaker, man. That man's a legend. Can't wait to get him on the show as well. And yeah, man, like you said, they're really expanding. They're going global. I believe this is their second time back in Italy, first time in Rome. They got to fight at the Colosseum, and it's just incredible to see, man, how fast this sport is moving. You got McGregor so passionate at these events, turning up the crowd. You got David Feldman, yeah, they make a great team together, man. I seen your post you put out there yesterday on McGregor and Dave Feldman. It's like they're just taking over the world, man.
Yeah, it's the fastest growing combat sport out there. We're really getting kind of lucky. I think I'm pretty lucky to be part of it and to be around it all the time. And then we're gonna move on to the next one, dude. It's like the next event we get. We get November 1st. We got one more week. We got Mohawk fighting Zach Cavender. I'm not super into knowing a lot about Zach. I know that he's 4-0. I believe he's 4-0. He's an undefeated fighter going against Mohawk. Mohawk is super dangerous coming from Michigan. So we have that banger coming. My real one that I can't wait for is November 15th. I think Dyer versus Hunt, the second one of that. I think that fight is the one I'm geared for the most. Mohawk fight, though, especially on that card, I'm really, really looking forward to him. He's one of those fighters, like I just did an interview with him. He gets me excited about wanting to fight, makes me want to go and jump in there and fight. So we got a lot of cool events coming up, man. I'm real excited about it.
Absolutely, man. Mohawk's a character, and his last fight was amazing. I forget the guy he took out. I believe his first name is Esteban. He's from El Zombo's camp.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mohawk made it look easy, man. It was a first round knockout, maybe 10 seconds in, he finished him. Spectacular knockout. So I'm really looking forward to seeing his fight again. Zach Cavender, I don't know much about either, but like you said, he's 4-0, undefeated. That's got to mean something, right?
Yeah. It's got to mean something. I think we're gonna really get to see where Tomahawk or Mohawk kind of lies at. I'm really, really excited to see the fight. I think that's going to be a good one. Like I said before, though, the Dyer versus Hunt 2. I want to see if these changes that Dyer's made are they going to be good enough to be able to beat the Juggernaut. Is being able to get his vision going to be good enough, and the changes that he made at home going to be good enough to beat the Juggernaut? He said that the Juggernaut was a lot faster last time that he saw him. He said he was quicker and more powerful than he thought. Is he going to make those changes to be able to beat Juggernaut? Juggernaut is no joke, dude. This guy jumps up in weight. He jumps down in weight. He can go all over the place. He's a strong fighter. And Dyer's also the same. I mean, Dyer is something you see out of a comic book to me. So I'm really, really excited about that fight.
Yeah, you know what? And the return of Lorenzo Hunt, man, that's incredible. I cannot wait for that. That card's going to be amazing. I just interviewed Zeb CWB Vincent, and he's on
Yeet.
that card. Yeah, he's on that card as well. So yeah, man, that card's amazing. That's out in California, right?
It's California. Yeah, I have Daniel Alvarez. I'll have him on this week. I think on Thursday, I have Daniel Alvarez, which is a beast. So I have him coming on. I'll have a couple other fighters. I got a bunch of Michigan fighters this week. We'll be doing a bunch of Michigan stuff. So yeah, BKFC is only looking better and better. I did talk to Little Surge. I should be talking to David Feldman, and I should be able to talk to Little Surge in the next couple of weeks. We're trying to set something up where I can interview both of them. It's something I'm looking forward to be able to do, kind of talk about their mindset and see what they're doing. Because, dude, again, this is one of the fastest growing sports that's really out there, dude, and I love it. It's been hard to watch the UFC. Like this last weekend, I watched the UFC. And like yesterday, like I was really excited about the Tom Aspinall fight, right? So I'm real excited to see the eye poke. And I saw do you watch the UFC?
Yeah, I do, man. I've been a long time fan of the UFC, but the BKFC has kind of just taken over all my time, man. I love it. If it's between the UFC and the BKFC, I'm watching the BKFC, man. No questions.
It's turned like that for me, to be honest with you. Like I was in between watching both of them yesterday, and I winded up watching more BKFC than UFC, to be honest. But on the main title fight, I'm watching it, and the guy gets eye poked. I mean, I think Tom Aspinall was probably losing that round, but he gets eye poked, and I'm like, a BKFC fighter, if that happened, he would probably fight with one eye. He'd probably fight with no eyes. And so I'm seeing the primal instinct of these guys. And I'm not taking anything away from Tom Aspinall getting eye poked. I just see the primal thing of BKFC, and I'm seeing these manimals and lady animals come out and just, they're dominant, and it's kind of cool to see. Now, I do want to talk about some future matchups, man, because I'm a matchmaker myself. I like to kind of pit pieces, and kind of see who these people should fight. The first name I'm going to bring up to you is Ben Rothwell. Who do you think Ben Rothwell should be fighting next?
To be honest, brother, I don't think there's anybody else in line besides El Zombo. And since El Zombo's last win, he got the mic. Rothwell was in the crowd. He started talking shit to him in the crowd, and the beef is there, man. I think that fight needs to happen next, 100%. No questions asked. El Zombo should be fighting Ben Rothwell.
So I will tell you this: I was there for El Zombo, Perdomo, and I just saw him at Ice Wars. The dude is the coolest dude ever. He's the coolest dude. He was very happy and smiley. I told him he was the number one, numero uno at Cubano. I always tell him, he's like, I really like the dude a lot. His manager's, like he said, anything that's coming in front of him, he's going to take. I'm very interested. I don't know if he's going to get the title shot next. I personally don't believe he's going to get a title shot next. I think he'll have to fight someone prior to getting a title shot. I think he's got one more in the bucket. And so, and you can put that in, but you can put that in my writing there. I think he's going to have one more. I think Rothwell is going to fight someone else. I think he's looking to fight an Orlovsky, or I think he's trying to. I personally don't think he wants to fight Perdomo. I don't know if I don't necessarily think he's running from him. I just don't know if he's the challenge there. I think he's looking for that $25 million challenge. To personally honest, I think he's waiting that out and trying to get in that tournament. But I would like to see him fight two people. Arvlovsky, I really like to see Andre fight, and then my dear friend Anthony Garrett. I want to see Anthony fight really, really bad, and he's one of the guys I'd like to see him go up for the title shot. So that would be like the one I really like to see is probably one of those two guys. I'm really just a big fan of them. My next guy, and I'll tell you, Mike Perry. That's the guy I like to talk about. He's a Florida man, and I have a guy that I want to see him fight. Now, there's a couple guys I talk about all the time. Robbie Lawler is one of those guys I like to see, one of those out of nowhere. I think he's made for bare knuckle at the end of his UFC career. I think he'll be a terrific addition to BKFC. He's a violent guy. I think it's pretty cool. Darren Till, I see that one too. And you can throw out whoever else's name, but there's only one guy to me that is going to be in there that I want to see, and that's Dave Mundell. I think, to me, it's hands down that Dave Mundell needs to get inside there and he needs to fight. Battle of Florida needs to be in Florida, but guess what? I'll take it anywhere. I'll take Battle of Florida in Las Vegas. I'll take the Battle of Florida anywhere. But I think for me, Mike Perry versus Dave Mundell. Who do you think, dude?
No questions asked, brother. I 100% agree with you. I've been pushing for Redneck to get that fight before Mike Perry's last fight against Jeremy Stevens. I thought, to be honest, Redneck should have actually been fighting Mike Perry before Jeremy Stevens there. And yeah, like the history's there, man. They fought 2 times in MMA. They don't like each other. We've seen at the Champion Summit, things got heated. We were at the weigh-in for
Yeah.
Jessica Borga and Christine Faria. They crossed paths there, and it got heated immediately. So they don't like each other. The Dave Mondell is the pound for pound. He's the champion in his division. Mike Perry is the king of violence. What are we waiting for, man? This is the fight to make.
Yeah, Mike Perry is just he's the name of bare knuckle. I
Yeah,
understand. Listen, I understand as a promotion. I get it. He's your breadwinner. And going up and fight Mundell, if he loses, you lose a lot of money inside of it. You don't get the big draws like Till. You don't get the big draws like Lawler coming in. But if he wins, you get a champion. So you double stack him. He's the champion now of the division. There is a lot to it. It's just I think they're looking on it. Hey, is it a gamble? When is the gamble going to go? You know, that's the kind of way I'm seeing it to be.
yeah.
Now, I'll give you another name for you. I like this name. His name's been brought up a whole lot. I was going to say Kai Stewart. What do you think about Kai Stewart? I'm pretty formidable with the guy. I've been watching a lot about him. See, I think Kai Stewart is going to fight one more, and I pick Edgar Pelosa. I kind of audited him for that fight for a while. He's one of Edgar Pelosa, the Dream Killer, is one of in that division is one of my favorite fighters. He's a great fighter. I don't know in that division is someone else that you want to see. Is there someone that you want to see like to see Kai fight? Because Kai is a nasty man. He's been putting work in.
Yeah, no, that's another one of those fights. I love Kai Stewart as well, man. He's a superstar in the BKFC, but I think Edgard Plazaola should have had that fight before Gary Fox. I know they were kind of working towards having Kai fight Gary Fox, and then that fell through. I don't know what happened, and then Gary ended up fighting Plazaola, but Plazaola, in my opinion, is next. I don't like. I really don't know what is next for Kai because he's kind of been sitting out for a bit now. Who does he fight next before say Plazaola? Does he get another fight, or do they just wait until Plazaola makes his return?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I think Dream. This is what I think is going to probably truly wind up working its way out. Is I think Kai is going to fight someone. There's a couple people tweeting his name out, and I think he just did a little podcast or an interview where he was kind of talking like sign the dot sign, and I think that he's going to have a fight, and I think if Kai gets through that, or whoever gets through that fight is going to wind up fighting the Dream Killer, and we're going to get a really really good fight. You know, I think that one is something that you kind of look forward to, that you want to go to see. I think that fight has a lot of energy inside of it. I don't think people always really know what's up with the Dream Killer, but dude, I watched it live against Gary Fox, and man, that fight it shows it shows a lot. Man, Gary Fox is one of my friends, and that was a hard one to watch because both of them are my friends. You know, I didn't like watching that fight, being there live watching it. It was like Gary Fox is an animal, and so is the Dream Killer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man. You know, I've talked about this previously as well. We do these interviews with these guys, have the privilege of doing these interviews. And then, it's like you almost build a connection after these interviews with these guys. And then it just makes it a little bit harder to watch when they go in there and fight.
It makes it very difficult. I don't. You're like probably that way. Who's a fighter that you got real invested in, and it's like, and I wouldn't say bad happens to them, but when they get in the ring, like you don't like to see them. Like I had to deal with Jessica Borga. I really like Jessica
Yeah.
Borga. That was
Oh
a
man.
tough one. I like both of them. Like I gained a relationship with Misfit and Borga. Like they're both people I respect a huge amount for both of them. So when you get that relationship with them, you're talking with them and saying this stuff, and it's like it's getting that way with. It gets that way with a lot of them. I mean, I talk to a lot of them, and it's like you have this relationship with them, and you want to see them do well, and you want to see their. But who? Give me one for you. Is there any that you stick up to you in your mind?
You know what? That's the first one that came to mind just because it was such a brutal ending. And like you said, I was super happy for Christine, to prove herself again. But just to see Borga go out like that, man, was heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie.
She's a beast, dude. I just yesterday she had a domestic violence
Yeah.
thing that went down. She did like a party for it to give awareness for it. And I have a food truck company, Little Reds, and we wound up donating pulled pork. We fed like I think 70 people. I don't really know. I have to talk to her and see what we fed, but we fed a bunch of people and we wanted to make sure we gave to it. But she's looking good, dude. She looks like she's never been in a fight before. I mean, again, she's back to normal and she's working her way. That's someone I want to see. It's like, who do you think's next for Christine Ferreira? That's a really hard one because I've
Yeah.
talked to a lot of people. What? I'll let you think about it. I'll tell you what I think personally. So to me, she has a couple different options, right? She can stay at 125, which I don't think she'll do. I think they should make a belt for 135, give her the belt for there. I think she has the choice of going up to 145 if she wants to fight at 145. I really believe she could bulk up a little more. That now 135 was the like her max that she had been at, but I think she could put 10 more pounds on, to be perfectly honest. You give her 3 or 4 months in training, I think she packs on more muscle. She gets stronger. I think she could do that. But to me, I want a cyborg fight. I want a Christine. I
Mm.
want a Chris Cyborg to fight Misfit. I want her to have her red panty night. I want her to have like a huge night where it's like, if you fight Christine, you're going to get a red panty night because she brings out the money. She brings out the dogs. I just want to see her get one of those like inevitable Conor McGregor fights when he goes out and
Mm.
gets the millions of fucking dollars. But who you think, dude? Who you think she should
I
fight?
mean that's a great matchup. I just, it's tough to say, man. Do you think Cyborg would actually get in there?
I think she's a nasty lady. I think that she would get in there and fight anybody. The money has to be right, and as the money right, I think money talks to anybody, and the bullshit walks. Could they
Yeah.
get someone like that? But that's what she needs. She needs a
Yeah.
big name. We need
Yeah.
a name that goes out there and pushes someone like Ferreira. I just believe that's what it is.
Yeah. If we're talking names like that, then yeah, you might as well throw Amanda Serrano in the mix.
Serrano,
Uh, you might as well
Fields.
Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT. You might as well throw her in there too. Like those are big names, man. I just don't know, man. It's one thing to throw hands with them gloves on, but it's a whole nother thing to take those gloves off and get into that squared circle. And I think people are starting to see that, man. Some of the MMA guys don't even want to do it, you know?
Yeah, well, you see Rockhold in particular, he's a
Mm.
real pretty guy, right? And he was talking all that shit. And yes, he throws hard kicks, he throws hard punches. He got some teeth knocked out of his mouth, and guess what? He's like, nope, I'm done. His pretty boy is done. It's a different sport. It's not just punching people in the face. It's not that. It's not a street fight. There's things that go involved in it. Now, I will give you one fighter that you see coming up from the ranks you don't even see right now. Maybe someone you see that's not ranked right now, but in the next couple fights, you see them kind of getting towards the ranks and maybe making a run. I want to hear somebody that you think someone in the low. You can take them lower to mid. I don't care. I got a couple that I like.
You know what? Yeah, I'll answer that, and then I got a question for you as well about BKFC 83. But in my opinion, the first name I can think of, just because we're coming off this BKF3 Italy card, and I've been high on him since this first fight, is Nico Gaffi, man. And he had a great performance yesterday, a brutal knockout. Not sure. That's what I wanted to ask you too. Do you know who got the bonuses yesterday?
No clue who got the bonuses. I didn't really look at it, to be honest with you. I was in the midst of watching it. The Kamosi fight kind of pissed me off a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. I really, I really don't know who I would have gave the bonuses to. But the co-main event, the Holla fight was crazy, dude. I bet Holla I got a bonus.
Holla. I'll tell you who I think should have got Nico Gaffi for sure.
Yeah,
Walter Puglisi. He had a great outing. Yeah, those two really stick out to me. And Tom Mellish Tom Mellish is the guy that fought Andrea Beakey in
yeah, yeah.
during the free fights, and he got knocked down and rocked hard. came back up, and then ended up finishing Andrea Beaky. So that was spectacular. Other than that, the other guy, Christoph, the guy that beat Hayes Happy.
Yeah, happy.
Yeah, that was a great fight too, man. So many great
Well,
fights.
outside of that stuff, I want to know in the whole BKFC though, bro. Like,
Who's
who do you
coming up?
see that's out of the depths that's going to come out? I got a couple dudes like Baby Hulk. You know Rivera.
Yeah.
Rivera's a guy. I think if we can get him on, hopefully we get him on one of the next cards. But Baby Hulk is a guy to me is coming up from the depths, and he is going to be a guy in the next couple fights if he stays on track and stays right. I think he's going to be making some real damage.
I got one for you.
Who?
The other half of the Henry brothers, bro. Bobby Henry. Bobby Henry. That's a name to look out for. And I keep saying this. It's the Henry era. Bryce is already elite level. He's proven himself. This was, I believe, his 6th win in bare
What do you
knuckle.
think he's about to do? What do you think he's about to do? What do you think? I don't think you throw him for a title shot right now. I think you give him one in the top 5. You got to give him somebody in the top dogs.
Yeah,
he's right there.
I think he deserves the title shot, man. I think he should get Julian Lane next.
I think he beats Julian Lane too.
You
think he beats Julian Lane?
I'm very high on Bryce Henry and Bobby Henry as well, and I think they're just tactical masters in there. The way he throws his jab, his movement, he's so hard to hit. And yeah, I do think he beats Julian Lane, but Julian Lane surprises me every time. I also thought Gogo was going to beat Julian Lane, and then he came and put the work on him, you know?
I always think one way, and then I'm like, nah, never mind.
Yeah.
The thing about Henry is that I saw is that what happens when he gets punched in the face. He ain't playing checkers or chess no more once he gets punched in the face and you break his nose. And that's the thing. When you get to those top 5, when you're in the top 5, you're going to get somebody that's going to be able to punch you in the face and at least break a rib or be able to damage you. And what does he do after the damage happens? I haven't really seen him take too much substantial damage, which is cool. I mean, it's good. Someone's going to get you, dude. And Julian Lane is willing to hurt you, and he'll take a hit to hurt you. He will punch you to punch him back. So Julian Lane isn't one that's going to be like, oh, all right, I'm going to take this jab. He'll take a jab, and he's going to hook you. And I think that's a really interesting one. You always want to lean towards Henry winning that fight. But again, Julian Lane's hard to count out. Yeah. I told you, Baby Hulk is one of them. He's one of the guys I'm telling you about. But this guy named Rudy Lavatz, I don't know if you know the Black Widow. He's another guy out of Florida. He's one of my guys, I think, with his stature, his size. He was the first fight of BKFC 80. Dude's an animal, dude. He's a problem. The guy he fought was Juju. He's very good, too. I'm telling you, there's a couple guys out of these Florida gyms that I really, really like.
Oh, Florida's on a next level. I don't know what you guys got in the water out there, man, but these guys are spectacular. Like, you know, there's a few. I've had the privilege of interviewing a lot of fighters out of Florida, man, and every single one of them is just super impressive in there. I fuck with all of them, to be honest. Yeah, you're catching me off guard a little bit with picking somebody, but really the one that sticks out to me is B3, Bobby Henry, man. Look out for the younger Henry brother. Oh.
Yeah, I understand, man. It's hard. I just start thinking about shit. I'm like, which one do I think is going to be the one that's going to get him? Well, dude, I definitely appreciate you taking the time today. We got to do this more often. I got an idea of what I want to do where we got like 3 and 4 people together and we kind of bullshit with each other and talk. We got to start doing it. I really like them on Sundays or Mondays because we got to do something to start talking about it and get it more involved because we got so many different platforms to do. So I definitely appreciate you taking your time. We'll get together. We'll do some more cool shit, dude. We got so many more things. When's your next event that you're going to?
That's a good question, man. I'm not sure. I'm hoping I can make the California one, the Josh Dyer against Lorenzo Hunt too. So I'm really hoping I can make that one.
You little fucker if you go to that one, dude. You're a little fucker. I want to go so bad. That's the one I cannot make. I can't make November 1st. I have the Hall of Fame for the UFC. I think they're inducting a couple people, but it's a black tie affair. So Chris has got to look real nice for that day. I don't like doing that, so it's gonna be horrible. And then I got to do the following one. I have my food truck. I got like 3 events that weekend. After that, December 5th, I'll be at that one at Hollywood for sure. And then December 20th is in Connecticut at the Mohegan. I'll be at that one. So at least those 2. I got a couple other things. And, I think that we got some cool cards coming up, man. So I definitely appreciate you taking your time and talking.
For sure, brother. Thank you for having me. And like you said, let's do this more often. Let's combine our arts together and see what we can come up with. Knuckles2Knives and Combat Loops collaborations for the future.
Yeah, dude, we got a lot of really talented people doing it. We just got to put it together and do it. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
And you know what? I gotta say, man, I appreciate you doing everything you do for the game, bro. You're pushing this game forward. You're giving all these fighters opportunity, man, and you got a great voice for it, bro. That's one thing I gotta say, bro. Just hearing your voice is amazing for the game, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, bro. Hey, I love it. I've been following fighting for 25 years. If you don't, after 25 years, if you think it's dumb, it just keeps more cool shit keeps happening. I also like to be a martial artist. So I like to train and do things. It's fun. It's fun being around it and watching these young dogs come up and try to take these old hungry lions. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about that. So I'm always trying to evolve and get better at everything I do in life. I always tell people, if you're not evolving in what you're doing in life, you're sucking, dude. You got to be better. And I try to make myself better each and every day about something. So whether that's learning a word in Spanish or learning a new move in martial arts, try to learn something.
Love that, bro. Love that.
Yeah,
You're an
man. I
inspiration.
appreciate you.
I got you, brother. Thank you for having me.
Yep.